the disabilities, I wonder if children would be afraid, or, I don't know. I don't know what our policy says about animals.
From a Special Olympics standpoint, we just follow whatever guidelines, so like if we're at school and stuff, yeah, so, yeah, we've never, I mean, we'll follow whatever guidelines there are, so as it's stated.
Yeah.
We do need to look that up and see how it is stated.
We don't want to take somebody's,
Service.
service dog.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, as by law, yeah, if they have a service
No,
dog.
the service dog is
Yeah.
permitted, but we're talking
Somebody
about
walking a vicious
regular.
dog out there and they can't hold it, it gets
Oh,
off
yeah.
by kids, you know, that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
Because I saw at Milltown night, I saw quite a few big dogs out there, and I'm just afraid the dog might get away from the
Yeah.
owner and harm a child.
yeah.
And we don't want that. So I don't know, maybe we need to look into that.
And to the board, so Special Olympics North Carolina has its own insurance policy, so that is part of this. That's why it has to go through the state instead of just through our local county, even though we're an accredited operator under them. And so we do have that, and then we also have an obligation, obviously, to follow any policies and things. And just so y'all know, our families and our athletes have to sign codes of conduct too. And so they do that every season that they participate with us. And, you know, it's not specifically stated like, don't bring your dog, but, you know, safety regulations are obviously included in that they sign.
Okay. All right. Any other questions from the board?
I think it's a great idea.
All right, we have a motion.
I'll make
I make a motion.
We've got all kind of motions here.
And y'all come out and watch them play and stuff.
Multiple motions. Do we have a?
Will you give us a schedule to
Absolutely.
what's going on so it can be passed out, especially to us?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Well, I'll second it. All right, we got a second. We can say, not everybody made a motion, repeat it to us. It's all in favor? So carried. All right. Audit update, from the staff. Charlie, you wanna take that also?
Happy to do it, Mr. Mayor. It looks like we may have had maybe a 2 or 3 minute interruption, but I think CJ worked down there and fixed it. Looks like we're broadcasting again. Just so you know, we look like we're back up and running. The audit update, so this requires no vote or anything like that. I just want to make you aware, because financial stewardship is one of the things that we are most proud of here, that we are scheduled to have our annual financial audit next week, which will mean that we will have it done early and we will have it submitted early. So I just want to make sure that you knew that annual requirement we are on top of, and we'll have it submitted to the state very early. So
All
that's all.
right, great. That's so
That's
good.
great, that's great.
All right, next item, discussion of emergency operation trailer. Was that you, Doug? You can take it? All right.
Over the past several events we've had and calls that involve the police department and everybody else, we've noticed there's been a real need for some type of command trailer / rehab trailer. You know, because when we had the young lady the incident with the young lady off of over here in the neighborhood that
Was missing.
was missing, it was temperatures were in the 90s, and you know we didn't have no place to go. The personnel had no place to go to cool off, or didn't have no sense of command because command didn't have nowhere to go set up. You know, there was no general location for command to be, and then with our events going on, and it'd be 90 degrees outside during most of our events, our police officers sitting under a tent, you know, and if somebody from the citizens come up, elderly person comes up overheated, they can put them in that trailer and cool them down. It's had 2 air conditioning, everything in it. So it's a big need that I approached Chief Lunsford and Charlie about it and asked them, is that something that would be feasible for the police department to have? And it came to agreement that it was. So that's why we brought it forward tonight. And Mr. Hanson can talk about the financial part of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we got wind of that request, we kind of put together some quotes, if you will, right? So like what I didn't want to have happen was us come to the board and say, you know, we'd be requesting X amount of money, and really it'd be Y, because we would need things with it, right? Like you would need to outfit it, there would be things in it. So what you have listed there, the top portion here, it would be the price for the trailer and all the associated items that would go in it that would make it live and ready. So if there were ever a situation where we would need a MEOC or a Mobile Emergency Operations Command Center, it would be ready to roll, right? So like just in the last few months, we've had to call neighboring jurisdictions to use theirs. We've been in their mobile emergency operations centers. What this would do, kind of just with a pretty little bow on top, is the price to walk out the door to have that ready to go to use that as an asset. So,
And that's something else. And you'll see a UTV down at the bottom. We'll put that on there because the one they have now has no heat, no air conditioning, or anything like that. And we'll put that on there for calls in the wintertime, when there's a call down on Peaceful Plains on the other side of the mountain. The trees are down everywhere. They have to go to that call. So that UTV will give them a climate controlled environment to go to it and get people out of their houses and transport them to a safer area. That's why that's on there with the trailer. And also, we discussed if we bought the UTV, we'll possibly give the golf cart they have to the recreation department for the recreation guy that works the parks, so he can ride around, pick up trash and whatever else needs he does for the police department.
Is this included with this?
This is a package thing. The total price is
So this is, yeah, these two.
right added two together, yes.
So-
But this is everything that needs to be in the trailer. Instead of piecemealing it when we get it,
Right,
it's all coming ready, set up to go.
so that is like 89,000.
So which one of these prices?
About 89,000.
Be right at 90,000.
Yeah, but the rest, for taxes and everything, but we'll get the taxes back on that, so.
Do we have any vehicle that's in our fleet that would pull the trailer?
Yes, Chief Lunsford can explain that.
Mayor Board, when I got tasked with looking into this, I actually talked to some neighboring agencies. What they done is they put the airbags under the pickups that they had that made them capable of pulling this trailer. That cost was on there as well to equip both of our pickup trucks with airbags, which would make it capable of pulling this trailer, is $4,000 versus another $50 to buy a truck to pull it. So for $4,000, we can equip our trucks to pull it. So that's what I would recommend if we move forward
How many men will it take to do this?
to do.
What's the manpower behind this
Set
trailer?
it up. One person set it up, but they.
It's ordered, so, I mean, basically, when it comes, we would mount TVs in it. It would have 4 TVs in it, so we could have like weather on one, we could have drone footage on one, we could have a grid search for Caltopo where the guys are searching at, so. And everybody in the trailer can look at each TV and see what's going on for whatever situation.
So 4 would be in it?
4 TVs, yes, ma'am.
4 police
It's
officers?
talking about to set it up. There'll be a
No.
combination of people. There'll be,
How many?
like, Chief
how many-
Lunsford will be there in command.
Yeah.
Maybe one of his, Brian or somebody like that, whoever he designates to be in there with him.
Okay.
And then there'll be people from like the fire department in there or EMS will be in there. It'll be a unified command system.
Are you
Everybody be
saying you
together.
set it up when you get on scene?
I was just
She wanna know who'll be in
wondering,
there total during the call.
yeah, how much manpower does it take for this trailer? How many men, how many police officers, firefighters, whatever
On
does
the
it
call.
take to man this trailer?
Chief, I can answer that too if you'd like. I think I see what you're asking. If I miss it, please tell me. So since basically 2 years ago and through today, whenever we have either a heightened police situation, a natural disaster like Helene, we had the tornado back in April, what we do is we activate what we call our EOC, right? Our Emergency Operations Center. So those times where I send you text and say, I'm sleeping in my office tonight because we're running 24-hour Emergency Operations Center. So when natural disasters and emergencies happen in the town, we come together, we being administration and staff, police, public works, and fire, and we all get in the same room. And what we do is we put all the decision makers in the same room, and then we make plans about how we're gonna operate, right? So like if trees are going down on the mountain during a tornado or a hurricane, all the leaders are in one spot so we can make clear and good decisions about what needs to happen. And so we're dispatching crews. We're saying, hey, we need a backhoe to the mountain to push a tree out of the way. Perfect. Public Works is sitting at the table because we're in that emergency operations center. So what this really is just a facility to let us, anywhere we need to be, set up in a command center where the basically department heads, again, including fire, can sit down and we can make smart decisions for the response of whatever the emergency is.
We're not talking about hiring.
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't know whether that's what Robin was getting
Yeah,
at.
no, ma'am.
Okay.
This requires zero personnel, new expenditures. It would be a place for us to gather for an emergency
This is
operations
something I
command.
think the town needs.
It would take one person to set it up, to come by, grab it, take it out, and set it up. One person could do it alone. With the incident with the little girl, we ended up having 150 people out there. So you got 150 people moving around different directions, and one of the biggest issues is we didn't have a restroom. So we ended up, we had to find porta johns, get them delivered. This would also, it's got a bathroom in it, so a restroom, so with the trailer being there, they'd be able to go and use the restroom and everything. So
What do you think yearly it would cost to maintain this?
there's no cost to it.
Once you get it, you got, like,
Insurance pay.
insurance and
There's no
tires every
operating
couple of
costs.
years, other than that.
Does our neighboring towns have this?
So there's a fair amount. So I'll start broad, then bring it back in. So like the city of Asheville just got one, and it's fantastic. They launched their drones from it. So wherever they are, and that's the most important thing about it, is that it's mobile, right? So like if God forbid the roof comes off this building or the fire station, we can still have our emergency operation there. If we have an event, if we have a location that we need to be, it can be there. So Asheville's got one. I think the county or maybe the sheriff's office have several. The city of Gastonia has one. Theirs is on an actual, like you can drive it, right? But those are substantially more expensive.
So
Right?
nobody in our neighboring towns, they don't have one?
Not like I mean,
No.
you know anything other than what I would know?
No, if anything, just have it be small trailers type thing, just a small little setup. The biggest thing for this is you think natural disaster, so everybody who's needing that mobile command unit is gonna be calling to the county to pull that resource. And we might be the lowest person on the totem pole, we not even get what we need. So I think what they're pushing on that is have that trailer here readily available for us at any instant. And one good thing about us is we work hand in hand on everything that we do, any incident now. So we all get together, and just like Charlie said, we get together, it's at the fire station, that's where we've been setting up a lot of EOCs. The problem is when we have that incident out in the field, it requires us to be further away, i.e. the bottom of the mountain. If you get back down on the backside towards the old dump, we have a hard time communicating, so that puts us on the scene there to be able to handle that operation without having to draw in another resource that might be going somewhere else in the county.
I just wanted to make it clear.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we ended up getting one from Lincoln County out, the little girl, but it took some time to borrow one to get it out there, to get it set up, and then we eventually got one from the city too.
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
Any more questions from the board? So is the vehicle to carry it, is that something we have to purchase at this time, or?
No, everything on here, we don't have to purchase anything else but this. We have trucks to pull it and everything else.
Okay.
But this is all self-sufficient stuff we already can maintain, or the police department can maintain.
Is the board clear on this? I'm ready to make a decision. Got a motion? Got a motion? And we have a second?
I'll second.
A second, all in favor? So carried. All right, moving right along. So Ranlo Alert System Update. Ms. Hanson, you want to take that?
Happy to do it, Mr. Mayor. I'm just filled with updates with no necessary action tonight, but this is just another fun one. So we, in the past, I think it was a month or two ago, the board approved to get an alert system to be able to better communicate with our residents. This was something that I was really excited about because one of the pillars, I believe, and I know I'm not elected, but one of the pillars of which that we build this foundation of this organization is making sure that we have strong communication with our residents, right? And that's something that we've been needing to improve for a long time. So we had come up with some ideas, and you already approved this, to have this notification system sent out so that someone could receive a text or a call to their landline if anything's going on with the town. So during the past, essentially month or two that it's been approved, I've been working with the group that's doing it, the Up Ahead group, and we got the system built. And as of, I think, earlier this week or maybe end of last week, it is live. So essentially, and we've posted it on our Facebook. I have printouts for anybody who may be here now. They're sitting on the first chair. And it's, like I said, it's on our social media. What someone can do is either text to subscribe or take a picture or scan the QR code rather. And what we have built in so far are general alerts, event-related alerts, and utility-related alerts. That being said, we own the system now, we can put in whatever we want. So as we continue to get feedback from our residents, as we continue to get feedback from the board, we can put anything that we could possibly want in there, and people get to choose what they want to see and what they want to subscribe to. So if you are a resident, you say, you know, I'd really like to know if my water's gonna have interruption, but I don't necessarily care about events, you can just specifically do that. If you just want to know about events, don't care about water and sewer, you could just do that too. And even since I put this on the agenda at the end of last Friday, even since that time, we've already sent 2 alerts. We sent out a general notice today about the testing of the siren, the tornado siren that the fire department tested today. And then I believe on Tuesday, our public works department let me know that we were working on a leak at the Lewiston and Hill Lane area. And we were able to send out a utility alert just like that. So we consistently see increases in numbers every day. So the message is getting out. I think last time I checked, there was around 60 in utility. So even in the past week, just word of mouth and seeing the social media posts, it's getting out there. So just wanted to tell you that it's going great. It's live, and encourage anybody who may be listening or here to sign up to get the alerts. And that is all for that one, Mr. Mayor.
All right, that's super. Yeah, I had a question today when I heard the alarm go off. I thought it was about 9/11, the first strike. And I thought, well, that's pretty neat. They setting off the alarm. But Doug said it was tested. So.
Yeah. And we made sure we picked a nice sunny day to not cause any extra confusion.
Right. Well, the cloud coming. All right. Next item is the town manager's report. All right.
All right, Mr. Mayor and Board, I'll make this quick. So we'll be hosting our Fall Fest this month on September 19th and 20th. That is going to be a big time. That is normally our biggest event, if you will, of the year. So on the 19th, we will have some inflatable rides, some vendors, and some live performances by Higher Ground and Johnson Edition, which are 2 gospel groups. That'll be a lot of fun. And then Saturday is our big day. Sorry, Friday is from 6 to 9 p.m., 5 to 9, 6 to 9. Do you remember? 6 to 9 Friday. And then Saturday is 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. And on Saturday, we will have the carnival rides, all the rides and games that we had last year, but except this time a little bit stepped up. So we're excited about that. And we're also going to have a gentleman, his name is Robert Tompkins, who sings some country music and just a little bit of rock music. He's going to do some performing for us as well. So he'll be singing on Saturday. And I think that's all my stuff for events. It'll be now time for the chiefs to come give their reports. So Chief Lunsford, if you want to start us off.
Police department responded to 589 events last month. We issued 66 citations. We made 7 arrests. Some of those events included, we served 6 warrants, run 5 overdose calls, 2 suicidal subjects, 7 domestics, 7 assaults. We made 4 DWI arrests and 8 vehicle accidents with numerous other calls. Our flock cameras got 235,534 vehicles that passed them, with 15 hits on some of those vehicles. Last thing I want to mention is Faith in Blue in October. Went to a meeting today. We're planning a countywide event also here in Ranlo, so we'll be sending that out, getting it out to y'all. Y'all would like to invite all of you out to be out with us. So.
What was the date for the Faith in Blue?
It'll be October 10th through 13th. So it's a 4-day event.
So we're going to do, at the same time, we're going to do trash pickup too.
Yes, sir. The plan is to kick it off that Friday morning, 9 o'clock with breakfast and a litter cleanup, Malo Church.
Okay.
But we'll have a list of all the events that we'll get Mr. Hanson or y'all get it shared out to you. Then on that Sunday is a big Gaston County event. And I don't have all the exact details. I will have them, we'll get them to you, but they're trying to pull all of Gaston County together for that Sunday event. So, thank you.
What I'll do is make sure that you all have the information too before that. And then before you sit down, Chief, I just want to take a moment to recognize Chief and his department. So some of the vehicles that we approved as a collective for this fiscal year have arrived. We're going to take a chance after the meeting ends to go take a look at them so you can see, just on the investment that you have committed for our folks here to make sure that we're taking care of our officers. But I wanted to highlight over the past couple of days, what we're doing is we're wiring the vehicles ourselves internally. And we have who? Captain Dowd, Sergeant Springs, and Chief, and everybody's out there working to wire these vehicles. And they're doing it in-house and working hard, and it's saved north of, by the end of this, probably north of around $40,000 that the town is saving because these guys are working extra hard and just doing it in-house. So Chief, that is a fantastic savings and use of savings, I guess I'll say, of our taxpayers' money. So thank you, great work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chief Lewis?
Mayor, council, how are y'all?
Great.
Ranlo responded to 58 calls last month. We had 17 EMS calls, 4 structure fires, 6 fire alarms, 7 MVCs, 14 service calls, 7 hazmat, and 3 public service calls. That's all I have. Thank you.
Great work. Thank you, Chief. Mr. Mayor, that concludes my town manager's report.
It's on Public Works. Just messing with you. All right, comments from the mayor. We didn't have a MPO meeting this past month. It'll actually be after our meeting. It'll be next week, right? What you got?
I hadn't got a report yet.
Yeah, I hadn't got it. Yep, so as soon as we get to that, we'll get y'all an update. And looking forward to everybody coming out to our fall festival. Remember, the rides aren't on Friday, only on Saturdays. Remember that. There'll be bouncy blow-ups on Friday. And I think that's for kids only, right?
Yes.
Not adults.
We could hop in.
And anything from the board? Any comments?
I'd like to thank people for showing up for the meeting tonight. I'd like to encourage people that's online, please show up for the meetings. This is where your voice is heard, not on Ranlo Chatter, and not on all the other Facebook pages. If you want your voice heard, show up to the meetings. Thank you.
Okay, I would like to, first, I thank you all for the speed bump on Wicklow and Spencer Heights. My question is though, will they mark it? Right now, I have enjoyed watching people tear up their vehicles, flying over these speed bumps. So I'm wondering, are we gonna get a sign saying that there's a speed bump or some paint on it so they can see it coming? Because right now, it's really, yeah.
We will get to the paint. My guys are so far behind and trying to get projects up, so we knock one out. It's on the agenda.
Okay, as long as I know it's coming. Okay, so my other concern is also, I had a citizen share with me her concern that at the park, there are no swings or anything like that for the little ones. And she didn't particularly care for the big cypress bushes that block your view. When you're coming around that curve, people can't see the children out there playing, and they're scared that if a kid ran across that street, you can't see the kids because of those big cypress bushes.
I think the reason behind the bushes was when the small children are on the splash pad wearing bathing suits and stuff, they didn't want people riding by gawking at them off the road.
Wow.
So try to keep the eyes off the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a couple of residents come to Mr. Blanton voicing concerns of a couple of individuals at the time then they were coming. We think they just come and had lunch and they would just sit there and watch, and some of the parents didn't feel comfortable. So Mr. Green and Mr. Blanton at the time decided we'll put in privacy trees to.
Yeah. Well, I'm sharing that I've had some citizens say
Right.
that it's not safe. If the kids were running, there's a sidewalk, you can't see it. You can't even tell, you can't see the kids even down there. And before they could at least see the children playing, now they can't see them and they're scared they're gonna come out and try to cross the road and you don't see them. Just a concern shared. And
Well,
also,
if they come out that gate, Robin, the cars should automatically stop, slow down and stop. I mean, if they go with the right, if they go up on that fence, the right path, the car should stop.
it's probably like stop signs and yield signs, you know what I'm saying?
Can we invest in some signs about slowing down? coming by the park, as you come towards the park.
There's signs out there now, but, you
Are
know,
they?
and we got the speed bumps, but like, these young kids drive through here, they
Yeah,
think
there's speed bumps.
it's a challenge to jump and see how far they can jump them,
Yeah.
because it ain't their money, it's mom and daddy's money.
You know, personally, I don't know of any town that has a road through the park. Just my thoughts there, you know. I wonder if that road just don't need to be cut off, you know, to stop, you know, people traveling through there as far as through traffic. But, that's something we might need to look at in the future. Like when we get our new town hall built, right?
Maybe shut that road down.
Yeah, might get a parking lot. Not through traffic, okay. Anything else, Mrs. Robert?
And one other thing I'd like to suggest, this may be early, but with Christmas right around the corner, if we can already start seeing if we're gonna be able to have the floats again, because I would really not hope that we would not have another parade when we have floats that went with nobody on them. So if we could start earlier, so that we can make sure that all of our floats, if we're blessed to be able to have the funding to do that we use them, put people on these floats.
Even if we have to invite, say, churches or somebody like that to bring their children out to put on the floats. I saw empty floats too, and
They'll be here before we know it.
Well, I think that people got sick, that's why. I'm just kidding. That's a good story anyhow. Sounds good, huh? Got sick, that's why it was empty. COVID, got COVID. Yeah, so how many floats are we looking at this year? You know?
Essentially the same amount.
Same amount?
So we had moved the date, and I've already been to hopefully make you a little bit more reassured. I've already been working on that stuff. So we did move the date forward, so we're hoping that we'll be able to get some of the marching bands and some of those other groups. So I've already got an email that's going to go out. I'll probably do it tomorrow to make sure that we're working through those things too. So hopefully it'll look similar to last year with more people.
There you go.
Anybody else got a comment from the board?
is everything lined up for our Thanksgiving dinner for our senior adults?
The only thing that we'll have to consider making a change on is that this space is pretty council chamber specific now. So I'm planning on talking to CL about if we could use the gymnasium instead, or if we just want to have to that day of reconfigure it here to make it work it here. That'll be the only thing. Other than that, we should be all square. So Higher Ground is already committed to coming for the event. So
Water's House girls?
we'll be all set. Yeah.
Good.
It's going to be a nice fall and winter of events here in Ranlo.
I would entertain a motion to
I'll make a
adjourn.
motion with adjourn.
Second.
We got a motion, we got a second, all in favor? All right, let's go look at some Mustangs.
And I need all your closed session minutes, please.
Closed session, man.
Need your closed session minutes.
Yeah.